Alright, welcome back everyone. Happy Friday. And we're back with Monster Train. We're going to be doing we're going to do a handful of expert challenges, or at least just test them out. I don't think we're going to try out all of them, but I want to test out some ones that I think I can have some fun with. So, expert challenges. Random deck, you can duplicate cards at merchants. What is it? What is tithe again? Oh, you have the money. Smaller hand, no discarding. Cheaper spells mean you need to make the most out of your cards. I kind of want to test out the true champion, because I just love playing with Dante. They gain this, he gains intrinsic, and remove the champion. So if we want Dante, can you edit it? Or just, oh, I guess you can do whatever. Alright, so if we want Dante, who do we want with him? That's a good question. I don't want to do, like, I don't necessarily want to do randoms on these expert challenges. So if Dante is our champion, he gains multi-strike per thing, the blight card in our deck. So let's see, part of me is like, if we maybe go melting in case he dies, we can reform him. Or we could go Stygian. And maybe, you know what, let's just do random. And we'll work with whatever we get. That's too much thought. Just jump in. I mean, heck, we had to, because this is on Covenant 25, I don't anticipate getting any big wins because of these expert challenges. Like, heck, we beat 25 because I had 3 of the insanity cards that I was able to play like 4 or 5 times on this era. So we got Awoken and Wormkin. Alright. It could be weird. It says we don't have the Awoken champion. This will be interesting. So Talos gets the armor on Slay, Arcus, Days on Rally, and +1 to spells, and then Diligent first spell gets consumed. Okay. We get 2 sharpens, 2 proclamations, deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Okay. And then restore 10 health to a unit and descend it. That could be useful. Like, play a tank card up on the, or like a really big unit up on the middle floor and drop them. No, because they drop to the back. We could play Dante, like play the tank at the bottom floor, play Dante in the middle, and then drop him, just in case we run into capacity issues. All right. Dante and his 3 Dante candles. Okay. Remove the champion. This money. So let's look. Intrinsic, when played, gain a stack of multi-strike for each blight card in your deck. Ooh, so we get 5. So he's gonna have, so we want damage on him in a big way, like a large stone. I don't know, 2 large stones even, maybe. That could be nice. Heck, these sharpens could even be nice. He doesn't necessarily need the spikes, but because he has so little HP, especially if he goes against a sweeper or anyone that has spikes, that's going to be a big problem. Champion gains 50% max HP. That could be useful if we can upgrade him, like, because he replaces our champion, but he is not the champion. He's just intrinsic. So we should still be able to upgrade him. And we have no sting spells. This could be useful if we can get some HP on him. So Spikes 3 is exactly what I was talking about. That's not going to happen. Okay, the thing that stinks is he does cost 1 to play. He's not, you know, free like our other champions are, which is a bummer. Are any of our cards attuned? Yes. Okay. Our base restores and fractures are. Okay. We're gonna play you. We're gonna play you. Get this out of there. You're gonna get away. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. That's fine. Do this. That'll help. That way you'll die to 1 hit instead of 2. Like I said, we're not doing a whole lot of damage. We can... What is it? 7 times 6 is 42, or 11 times 6 is 66, so it's not much different. Why are you dying? Oh, you died to spikes. I see. If we can make him quick, that would also be nice. And I'm not gonna play these. I wonder if it actually would do anything, because it is infused. So you got 2 Reap, and it does 1 damage per stack, per crystal. So like, we get 3 crystals, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 6 damage. And you restore essentially 3 health. Or we can do this. Hold on. Not do that. Do that. If we did this, it'd be mitigated by like 1. And you done 22, you died 2. Alright, we still killed you, but we need some upgrades on Dante. Hey, look, a sting, and it's infused. If only we could have taken that artifact and been real nice, but HP, and AoE. I'm going HP. I'm going HP and AoE. What's going on, Split? Go ahead, go snare. Gotta go here. Edge, no. Plus 15, plus 1, Inspire. Gain, plus 2, and Armor 2. Alright, we could stick that on Dante, and that wouldn't be awful. It'd give him some HP. He does get a pip. But every infused card we play, he would gain 2 damage, which is actually 12 damage. But I honestly don't really want any of them. I mean, you, because you have HP, we can put you in front of Dante, and you can be a good little meat shield. So part of me does want to make him endless, because when he dies, he comes back. But we need to up his damage. Otherwise, there's no point. Like, we really need Endless and a Large Stone to make his damage really, like, actually worth something, and to give him some HP to where he can actually survive a hit without dying. So if we go Endless, then I want the next to be Large Stone. And I'm not gonna re-roll. We could put HP on you just to make you even tougher. So where's our next Merchant of Steel? It's after Talos. I do want to duplicate him as well and just get a bunch of endless Dantes going on. We'll put some HP on you. Let's check this out. If we'd have gone the Sting route, we'd be sitting pretty. The first time each battle a card with Consume is played, add 2 copies to your hand. Or at the start of your turn, add a Sting spell to your hand. So, Consume. We could do this. Or the first spell. Like that, it directly negates the Seraph's mechanic. Like in its entirety. That is the only Consume spell we have. And it is free. That could apply, what, 6 Reap to units? So as long as we have crystals, that could be nice. Or Sting. Not much damage, but it is free. And it helps draw for the next turn. Go Echo Seedling. We need some higher HP too. No. You're haste, aren't you? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. We might have to go here just to get higher HP. Alrighty then. If we had... Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, we're Ember Drain. I want to put spikes on you, but I need this to happen, so they can start burning off some ember, or start burning off some of that rage. They're all dying. You love to see it. Let's kill you. We do need to make a Glimmer better at some point. Really, that there are only 2 waves? Okay. Put a Train Steward down here, I guess. I will do this because I know you're gonna die. I don't want you to deal some damage to do this, play the Reap. Now if these guys are dying, and we're just gonna stack that up. There. At least they're dying, which is good. And we just gotta deal with you, and you have spikes 3. That sucks. We lose because, let's see, if we hit you 6 times, that's 18 damage. We got 10 HP. This doesn't do anything because Dante isn't considered a champion. Okay. I was wondering why he still only had 10 HP. But now I know. It's because I'm stupid. And even though he takes our champion's place, he is not our champion. Noted. So anyone who wants to do this expert challenge, don't take the champion artifacts. Do this. Do this. Do that. And then spiking a bit. But I really, honestly, you're our linchpin. And that kills you. Beautiful. That was too lucky. Like, we existed, like, we beat that fight because we had spikes on you and because you had so much HP. The spikes just killed Dante. They really wanted us to go into the Sting setup. Ten health to a friendly unit, deal damage. That could be useful on you. Because you've got HP that you can leverage a little bit. Or we could go Steel Enhancer and try to make Dante really pop. Unless we want to make the Sharpens cheaper, which we can't on the next floor because we have to take Pyre Health. Apply armor 2 per crystal to friendly units. No. You know, we could sack a Bogfly into Dante. That way it could build crystals, and that could make him stronger. It would allow us to play, you know, these infused. It would incentivize us to play the infused cards. This also gives him HP, which is useful. But I'm just gonna hope that we're out of the spikes trap now. I'm gonna take a Bogfly. I'm gonna sack it into Dante. Intrinsic. Or Spell Chain. It's a gain a copy +1 in Purge. Don't really care, but this could be interesting. It's gonna be weird. It's definitely gonna be weird. Let's check this Hellvent before we duplicate. Ooh. +2 pips, 30 and 30. I mean, yeah. Right there. That's pretty much exactly what we want. The thing that stinks now is we can't play you up there. Unless we take 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, not unless we take capacity. So, but we can definitely duplicate him. And that's gonna happen. There we go. That makes me feel a lot better about this upcoming fight. Especially since he's endless. And intrinsic, like, just check this out. Just boop. You are dying. Why are you dying? You know what? You're endless. It's okay. Because it's gonna do. Let's just. I know he's dying, and there's nothing we can do to save him. But let's see. 22 plus 9 plus 9 plus 15. So you're the one who's getting the kill. You're a butt. I don't want to play you right now. Does that make you deal even slightly more damage? But it's okay. In theory. You just go right back where you were, buddy. Y'all are all dying, you're all dying. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna apply as much reap to you as possible. And I kind of wanted to send you, but these guys are gonna get ahead of us then. But having 2 Dantes right here would be hilarious, especially since they're endless, and we can just kind of do our thing. But now let's leave them. You're a 45, you're a 45. Everyone's got HP. We'll do that. We'll do that just to gain some more crystals. You're taking 274 damage just from him. You don't have any... Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, you don't have any incant triggers. Do you guys? No, you're a sweeper, but that's fine. I want him to die, honestly. I want both of them to die. Beautiful, so that we can just bring them back. And I'm gonna do this to you. You won't die. That's okay. You're gonna die. You're gonna die to this guy, like right off the bat. Unless we do this. And then do this and kill you. I know what we're gonna do. No, never mind. No, I don't. What I was gonna do is use Proclamation to kill you, and then you Sharpen to put spikes on him so that he still dies, but they die from the spikes. And y'all are good. We'll just do that. It'll be fine. I mean, give you spikes, and now you're already almost dead. You're living, but you're only doing 5 damage. So, that's fine. And then you're just toasted. Okay. Oh, this needs to happen. This is nice. This needs to happen. Especially if we get it before we... Hold on. Is this every turn? First time battle. Okay. So if we don't play Echo Snare and we wait for Wildwood Tome, we can apply quickness to both Dantes. Or we could have just sacked the Animus of Speed and not the Bogfly, but you live and you learn. I don't want any of these. I'd rather just duplicate another Dante. I'll skip. And give me capacity so that we can at least summon at least a train steward or something in front of one of them. Or is that really necessary? Maybe not. Maybe we want energy. Because they're endless, it doesn't super matter unless, you know, like in the beginning of this fight, how one Dante died turn 1 without it being able to do anything. But if we can give them quickness, then that will change everything. So I'm gonna take this. I'll take energy. Ooh, what are we getting here? Oh. Yeah, it's Malika or Malika. I don't know. 4 damage to friendly units. Get a better artifact later. Enemy units enter with damage shield 1. The non-champion unit dies as purged. This did really well with. We had like a revenge trigger or something. We did something with this last time that was awesome, but I think the better version is it heals our units every turn or something like that. Deal 4 damage to friendly units. I'm just gonna say no. Not saying we can't do it, but I don't want to mess with it. Okay. Well, you guys are decked out, so there's not much point in coming here. I think we just go here, take the pyro health, do this, purge some garbage. And try to set everything else up. Make these two cheaper. Make this intrinsic. Where's our next duplicate? Right after this fight. Wonderful. So yeah, come here. Higher HP. Let's check this out. Hey, don't take this. Might as well take that. Get rid of some train stewards. We don't need them. What's going on here? -2 or purge. I don't want any of those. Honestly, I just want intrinsic on this, depending on how much it costs, because if duplicating Dante is going to be 15, 6, 7, it's going to put us at 80. So you could probably afford an intrinsic on Wildwood Tome and to duplicate Dante one more time. And, you know, bank on that being enough. Especially if we can make him quick. Like, if we can make this free and intrinsic, this creates it creates copies, so it should be the same. So where's the next Merchant of Magic? Right here. So we can duplicate our Dante, hope for an intrinsic, come here and hope for, and just get the -1. -1 is always there. Yeah. And that's assuming we beat this fight. Spell shield 2, sure. We don't use spells. Our Reap bypasses spell shield, and we don't have any direct damage except for Glimmer, but Glimmer's not doing anything. Do we even need the money? Like, not really, but maybe we can buy some trinkets with it. Just don't put spikes. Just no more spikes. Naturally, you have spikes. Alrighty, but it's fine. It's okay. And then we're just gonna... Do you have an incant? You don't have an incant. Wonderful. And we're gonna stack you up. And we just gotta build you to be a monster to take out everything, and then you can clean up what's left. You're not dying. Now you're dying. Now, the thing that scares me is, do you lose your quickness if you die? I feel like the answer is yes. And we're just gonna do that just because I want you to die. That's fine. I would like my tomes, if at all possible. Both of you are dying, you're only taking 11. We'll just tack on more of this and more of... Oh wait, this you're full. Start doing that. A brief respite. That's kind of a bummer. Because hold on. We could do this, drop you down, you'd be at full HP, but you would be in a rough spot. But we'd have both of you down there, and if we can give both of you quickness, then that's hilarious. Okay. And then we're gonna give you quickness, just because you have the HP. Oh wait, you're still dying. Wonderful. And now you're not even taking damage. because we kill you before you get to do anything. That's beautiful. No. Melee weakness 3 is pretty funny, but also no. Infused consume, apply blah blah, apply daze 3 to a unit and move it to the back. Daze is nice. But again, if we can make the Wildwood Tome intrinsic and just give it to our Dantes, I don't think we'll ever have a problem again. So we're gonna come here. Get rid of Train Steward. Yeah, just get rid of the Train Steward. Check out this, see if maybe it's another unit upgrade. I don't know if there exists anymore. Now we can make a card. We can give it a shot. Sure, build a card. Armor, Frostbite, Sap. Sap. Damage, heal, or buff. Well, damage. Increases card draw or increases gold card draw. That's pretty standard. Sap 3, deal 30 damage, draw +1 next turn. I like it. Yeah. It's some single target damage and it also saps, so we're gonna be happy with it. Intrinsic, please. No. Where's our next one? It's after Arcus, not Fel. It's after Arcus. Accept shards in exchange for upgrading spells or combining units. Hopefully. And we gotta go here and hope for the -1. Yeah. No, we can't afford any of these. I mean, like 75, 85, 90, and no, we can't. If we're gonna duplicate Dante again, which we are about to do, then there, we can afford 15 more pack shards, which I believe is going to be 1 intrinsic. And so now we've got 3 intrinsic Dantes, and we're loving life. Spikes 4, no thanks. Not saying we can't do it, but I don't want to deal with it. You guys have stealth, which is actually the problem, so Dante comes up here. We can put a Dante down here, but there's not much point. Like, I can summon you down here, you would take, what, 45, you would just die. We'll do it anyways, just so you'll die, you'll come back next turn. And, I'll do that. Oh yeah, Jack Strips also does stuff. Why are you taking so much? Oh, because you're stealth. That's why. And then we'll just do this. Y'all are dying. You're gonna have stealth. You're gonna die in the Jack Strip anyways. You're not dying because you have stealth. You're gonna die up here. Ugh. I mean, take some spikes that way. You know, hit. You know, this is 35, so we're not gonna overheal. Just kill you. You're gonna die, but man. There we go. You can die, and that's fine. Yeah, I actually kind of want you to die, so we're gonna make you quick. We're gonna make you quick. I'm gonna make you quick, and I'm going to hope that it stays when you die. It does not stay. That is useful knowledge. I'll give you some of this just so you can get these crystals going on, because we're gonna need to get some. Okay, I'm glad that you're not stealth. Get this out of the way, and you're toasted. Yeah, you're gonna lifesteal for 12, and we're gonna hit you for like, I don't know, almost 300-400 damage. I mean, the sting spells, they help our draw, but we can just take draw. I don't want to fill up our deck unnecessarily. Deal 15 damage for each spell in the consume button. No. We really just need our Dantes to do their thing. We don't want this. Take that. -1 on you. And then holdover. You can holdover on old magic and just stack sap. Or even put it on a sharpen, put a -1, and just build their damage up a lot. Like build the top one up real bad, just in case any of, like, just in case they get through both Dantes, the top Dante can just be a spike lord and a damage lord. He can be our anchor. Or we take old magic and just sap him, because that's -2 damage, and we can just constantly apply that. So they would do 6 less damage and take 30 damage. And we get 1 extra draw every single turn that we get this played. And we can make it free, which helps on the, like, taking no damage front. This ensures that after enough, we hopefully, and shouldn't have to worry about it, honestly. I would really like this to be intrinsic as soon as possible, but so what do I want? What do I value more? Applying sap to the boss that, like, the bosses are only going to show up at the end unless it's Arcus or the Seraph. That's not super relevant. This we can build throughout the entire fight. I think we let's do it. Let's put holdover on a sharpen, and we'll make sharpen cost less. We'll make sharpen cost less there. Double stack cost +1. Hey. Sap 6. Now there's a thought. I'm not against it. That's what, 12 damage that they don't do, which is really nice. Maybe depending on how the Arcus fight goes, we can come over here and fish for some more. I'm not against a double stack on old magic. we will get rid of, honestly, get rid of the Shard Soul Carver. And then, I don't know, get rid of a Restore? Get rid of a Fracture, maybe? Okay, and we still have plenty of money. We just gotta watch out for his rally. That is the rally. He will be dazed, but honestly, at the top floor, that's fine. You're gonna go here, you're gonna go right here, and you can be dazed. That's fine. And we'll just, I don't know, sap you, I guess. Don't play any spells down here. Do this. I'm glad that didn't count as an incant. Both of you are dying, you're taking some damage. We'll just do that. Oh, that's right. That's fine. You can't play a quick snare yet. We got this guy going, so now we're gonna build you as best as we can. And honestly, you dying, that's fine. Pick another one. Take some HP. It's fine, we've got Dante back. What we're gonna do, we're gonna apply this to you. Y'all are dying, you're taking some damage. Get rid of this. I'm so glad that doesn't count as an incant. You're living, but that's fine. You're gonna die up there. Alright, here we go. Make it quick. They are 0 cost. Beautiful. Lovely. This is just up here. Alright. Now we're off to the races. We can either build you now because you're quick. Or we can build you because you're our last line of defense. I honestly don't think it super matters. I'm gonna build you. None of you have harvest triggers, so take one of those. Now everyone's dying. Incant. Alright, can't play it up there. What if we dropped you? I think now's a good time to drop you down there. You're taking 450 damage. Like, we got these guys that are quick. Nothing's getting past the bottom floor now. We can still, we're still gonna build you. Don't get me wrong. But if anything gets past this floor, there are problems. Sure, I'll just give you some more reap. Yeah, and you should not get past this floor. Yeah. You didn't even get through the first Dante. You got him down to 2 HP, but we could take Perfect Insanity again. I don't think we can actually make this work. Double buffs and armor on a unit, that doesn't apply to us. But extract 6, I don't think we can do. We might be able to, because what we have 4, 5, and we'd have to be full, do this, and then do that. I mean, I'll take it. I'll do permafrost. Do we want any more energy, or do we want more draw? Honestly, all we really care about is getting our Dantes out there, and then getting the Wildwood Tomes out there, and then just sharpen all day, every day. So I think we can take draw just to get through. We got to get through our deck quicker. And then from here, so let's fish. Friendly needs to get +5 at the start. You draw until you have 10 cards. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely want that. Intrinsic, 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 intrinsic. Where's the next one? We don't get one. Alright, so it's Wildwood Tome is not going to be intrinsic. That hurts. Dang. Alright. Something else having holdover. I kind of want you to have Permafrost. But we could do the same thing with Sharpen and just have a second Sharpen and just go to town. Like, we got the money. Sharpen. And then -1 on Sharpen. Reroll. Permafrost. Double stack. Not super what I wanted. We're not going to duplicate another one, but we could duplicate another Sharpen, and that could be funny. But I really just want Permafrost so we can put it on Perfect Insanity. -1, I'm going to stick on Old Magic, that way it goes back to 1. +10 magic power does not matter. Like, we can stack it on the Glimmer just for some useful AoE. I probably should make this -1 because it is useful. If we can get our Dantes to a respectable like HP when they get their quickness and then drop them down to the bottom, then we're gonna be happy. But I don't want double stack on any of those. Let's check this out. Ooh, okay. Which one do we want? Rage and Armor, don't care. Draw and apply -1 is useful. Sap and Frostbite, also useful. Most of our cards are 1 to 0. Is it for the whole fight? I think it's only for when they get drawn. But considering, like, once we get these guys out there, all we really want is our holdover Sharpens and our Wildwood Tomes, and anything that gets us to that faster will be useful. Can't do that. I don't care. Now, I will say, I don't want to say you're exactly a hard counter, but you're probably the biggest counter to Dante. He's going to gain a lot of damage after being hit so many times, but I'm hoping that the damage we dish out, just because he's only going to hit us like once. So, and because they're endless, like, I think it'll be okay. It'll be rough. We got it turn 1. That is so nice. All right, so play this. Play this. Play this. Let's just do it. Actually, hold on. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're still fine. Because, yeah, those were 3 cards. So, yeah, we're good to do this. I just wanted to make sure that these would actually be in our hand. You're still taking 19 damage because you're not dying. We're going to have to change that if at all possible. We do give you HP. I'm going to let this happen. You're going to put garbage in our deck. Let's... Okay, you're still living. We're working on it. Alrighty then. Alright, so these large guys are a big pain in the butt. I think what we can do is, since we're all quick, what the card we want now is Restoring Retreat. We want to drop this Dante down here, and we just want to build them up real big, like. $47, it goes, it would be, so it'd be 51 times 6. Still not enough to kill you. We can give you Reap, and that would help. At least, like, you might die then. Let's build you up. 5 damage or 3 damage. Let's get rid of 5 damage, and we're gonna do this. You're not gonna die, but you're taking some more. I kind of want that Dante to die. He's got too little HP. Okay, I'm glad that he's dying, and we're building you up. And honestly, just take one of those. And if we do this, are you still gonna die? No, I think you would live, and I want you to die. But he won't be quick. So that will be a bummer. But it's okay. We still have not gotten our Restoring Retreat. It is kind of a bummer though, because like we only draw, because of the garbage that they're putting in our deck, we're only getting like 2 or 3 cards, like new cards a turn. So do this, send it, and that, I guess. We could have done it down there to get an extra crystal, but I want you to die. I don't want you to have that HP, but what if we drop, instead of, what would we drop you down here? There. That appeals to me. We should just stack on the spikes, like 40, like spikes 40. That's a lot. Okay. I guess we're not even punching through your armor, or what? You're not taking damage. You are gonna hit real hard though. You gain 1 damage? Okay, yeah. This puts you at 19. You could survive a hit. Or well. Now you're taking. Okay, that allows some. You're dying here. You love to see it. Just get rid of these. Beautiful. I'm kind of afraid of like what his damage would have looked like. Nah, we don't need those. I think we'll be okay. From here, I mean, we gotta go here. We don't gotta, but I'm going to. Heal the fire health. Give me Permafrost. Permafrost on you. And then -1 on what? Restoring retreat. That's what we wanted. Let's check out the trinkets. When you summon your champion, does not matter. Whenever you play a spell that would ascend or descend an enemy, also apply daze 2. No. When a card with consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. That could be useful if, you know, once we got our Awoken Spikes. We got our Wildwood Tomes, which any one of those that we play will also generate 2 more. I'm not against it, but we are about to fight Seraph. This a 95. We could do that. We could duplicate. Heck, we could duplicate Perfect Insanity for the fun of it, but I don't think it's gonna work. We'd have to like stack the restores on like one floor and get like perfect timing, essentially. Not saying it's impossible, but with depending on what kind of garbage they put in our deck, it might be a pain like getting through our deck like the first go around, because we gotta draw through all this garbage. By split, which we can purge. Let's see if we're gonna duplicate, like, yeah, we could duplicate a third sharpen, but no. We could duplicate a Wildwood Tome just in case, just for when our bottom one inevitably dies. Or we could duplicate a no, we shouldn't do that. We could duplicate Perfect Insanity. We wouldn't be able to make that work. I'm not going to duplicate another Dante. We have 3. We're not going to make any more fit unless we start dropping them down. And while that is good, there's going to be a Dante just floating around, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get around to it. We could duplicate a Dante's Candle. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I just cut the message. Duplicate candle for more multiple. You are correct. Let's duplicate one of those candles. Granted, actually, because it doesn't, is it only per, yeah, it's only per blight card, so we actually didn't even need, we shouldn't have duplicated a candle, we should have duplicated a deadweight. That way we won't have to worry about having to play it just for our, in order for our power to not take damage. Because it doesn't matter if it's a candle or not, as long as it's a blight card. Oh well. And then, I mean, we might as well, because we've already re-rolled our shop, haven't we? No, we haven't. Let's re-roll. Remove consume cost +1, -1 magic power. Well, now we can't afford that artifact, but it's okay. -1, we could. You're right there, Split. You know, hop up here. She like did her head shake, but I think she smacked it into the fan. You're all right, girl. I mean, -1 doesn't really. We don't need it on anything. We put it on Awoken's Rail Spike, just because. We can't afford. Hey, we can still afford this, so yeah, we'll actually do that then. And we can still afford these. -1 on a Rail Spike. Magic power on Glimmer, I guess. And one of these. 1 stack of Reap each time it's applied. When 1 or more crystal are added to a floor, apply Reap 1 to a random enemy unit twice. When you play a spell, spells on hand that cost less are reduced to 0. It works for Awoken's Rail Spike. I gotta give it that. If we can play Awoken's Rail Spike for 2, then every card in hand and also that gets drawn will be free. Yeah. We don't really have a Reap-centered deck. Like, we have cards that apply Reap, but our damage really comes from Dante. As long as we can get Dante set up, the Dantes set up, that's what we care about. We did not get what we wanted turn 1. That is a bummer. I'm going to play a Dante down here knowing he will die because there's no guarantee we'll get him back in a reasonable amount of time. You have 5 stealth and spell shield 3 over. So, you know, we could Glimmer and ice you. We could sap you. No, the first spell gets consumed. Oh no, and that works with Echo Seedling. So we actually can't play like any spells until we get to our Wildwood Tome. If we want to apply quickness to all of them. And I definitely want to apply quickness to all of them. So yeah, we're gonna play that candle. And we're just gonna let these things go until we can get our Wildwood Tome. And we even got our Sharpen. That hurts. They're straight up just, this guy right here he's the one that's doing it. This is a problem. It is a problem. Crap. I mean, we could have killed you with a Glimmer. We could also just restore and retreat, but I feel like our win condition relies on our Dantes being quick. It's fine. It's rough. And they're putting a lot of garbage in our deck. And they just, never mind, we might actually straight up just die. Yep, that we just die. Oh well. Might as well. Hey, you're actually living, but both of you are dying. You're gonna come up here and kill our pyre. We should have just bit the bullet and played the Glimmer, wiped out that 25 times 2, and hope for the best. Yeah. Well, that was the misplay of the night. Pretty much, like, if we'd have, I think that just came down, one, we didn't play the Glimmer, so, like, my mistake entirely, bite that bullet, right? I don't want to entirely blame RNG because that's not fair to blame RNG. That's just an easy cop-out. But if we would have gotten Wildwood Tome, then the whole fight would have been entirely different. But that is okay. That is a-okay. What are we gonna do? I don't want to run it back because we've only got like 15 minutes. So here, we can look at the summary. It's pretty simple. What you can't see, my 3 Dantes and my the Rail Spike. The one that's immediately between Dante and the other one was the one we put the minus cost on. Dang it. I think we could have killed the Seraph. If we were quick and were allowed to actually hit our stride like we've been able to do, then I think we could have won. But, you know, you got to deal with what you're dealt, and we did not. But that's okay. We can look. I'm probably not going to start another run, but let me do that. Let's look at the expert challenges. We're not going to do that. You know, I'm just going to try out some that I want to try out, and then after that we'll move on to our next game, and say goodbye to Monster Train until more content drops or something. But yeah, so we tried this one. I think next week We could try fewer coins. Your units are dazed for 2 turns, but use spell weakness to your advantage, and you might still win. So, like, are all enemy? Oh, but use. Hold on. Enemy they enter with spell weakness 1. So, like, we could do that and go for like a Stygian. Like a Stygian and. What else? What's a good damage? We do like Stygian and Hellhorn maybe, and hope to get a oh, what's it called? Like the Rain of Fire or whatever it is. That one does a piercing 100 damage to all sides. That would be nice. If we could do this, let's see. All units take damage at the end of your turn, and taking damage loses money. Toss in all units to have multi-strike for fun. Like, we might could do that and get a unit that has a revenge trigger. If that hits revenge triggers, like, what could we use that for? There's an awoken unit that benefits from getting hit. I don't know which episode or stream it was. But when we took the Toxic Cloud, there was something we did with the Toxic, like, we didn't change the Toxic Cloud, we kept it, we didn't purify it or whatever. But something about the Toxic Cloud made our units, like, unstoppable for some reason. And I can't remember what we did. But, I don't know, we can try like spell weakness or something like that. That could be fun. But that'll be for next week. So a little bit of a short episode this week. But I feel like most of the coming Monster Train episodes, upcoming Monster Train episodes, will probably be a little shorter because these expert challenges are probably going to kick my butt. Just to let me get a feel for them, just try them out for fun. And then we'll retire Monster Train and we'll pivot over to Hades. But yeah, so that'll do it for tonight's stream. Let's come over here and we'll do our send-off. We'll be back on Monday with Darkest Dungeon. I'm pretty sure we got set up for Monday on this past Monday. I think we're doing a veteran run, right? I'm pretty sure we're doing a veteran run because we're trying to we're doing something. I don't know. We're doing something. I need to check the end because there's a reason we were doing another veteran run as opposed to some antiquarian runs. I think all the antiquarian runs were garbage. I think there might be an artifact or something we're looking for, or a trinket we're looking for. But yeah, we'll be back on Monday with the Darkest Dungeon. So have a good rest of the night. Have a good day tomorrow. Have a good weekend. Get some good sleep. Eat good food. Don't do anything stupid. And I'll see you all on Monday. Peace.